Hello, my name is Faris Bukhari, and this is the drawbacks of autonomous cars. So, first things first, what is an autonomous car? Well, it is a car that is essentially able to travel on its own, and it usually involves a computer calculating everything such as turns, merges, and speed control. Now, while there isn't technically a inventor of any kind, the man who inspired guidance system technology was a man by the name of Robert Whitehead. He developed the first guidance system uh, in the form of naval torpedoes in the 1860s. And they're generally smaller than your average car, usually a two-seater or one-seater even. And usually companies such as Tesla, Google, Honda, and Toyota are the ones tackling the autonomous car. Although Honda and Toyota are having more of a conservative take on it, only putting in self-driving features such as self-park or like self-backing up or emergency brakes and whatnot. Google and Tesla, on the other hand, are tackling the real, literal idea of a car that drives itself. The autonomous car today. Now, obviously, this is an idea that has been evolving throughout time, and currently it has not been fully adopted by the public, which is understandable because the current technology that we have is still in its prototype stage, and and it costs more money than the possible revenue that the companies will be getting out of it, which I will mention more further into my presentation. And this is usually just used as a vision of the future, where usually in order to get more consumers to pay attention to their certain business, they'll maybe talk about it at a tech expo where they'll say, pretty soon we're gonna have like the first self-driving car for sale and or something along those lines. There is, however, already been a few accidents involving it, which is not surprising because, again, still in the prototype stage, and most of them have just been like minor things where cars inch too close to cars and they just bump into them from behind, but accidents nonetheless. Now, the setbacks are that I have found are the computers that control the car do not drive like humans. This is kind of what I talked about beforehand, where the cars sort of used to bump into other cars, and that created accidents. The computers essentially follow driving laws to the letter. Now, you'd think this would be good, however, like normally, driving drive laws like pertaining to driving are usually some people see some of them as sort of suggestions, more like the speed limit, for example. Not everyone obviously follows the speed limit. Actually, a lot of people go over the speed limit in a lot of cases. Like for example, like if you go on the highway in Illinois, the speed limit says 65, but you see people usually going about 75 or even higher. And obviously the price. So for an example, the car that Google is developing right now is currently $75,000. Now that's just the base price. I've and I keep reading that there's going to be a sort of a down payment on self-driving cars where they'll have like $10,000 as a down payment, but this is expected to go down further. But that's supposed to be expected within after a decade, so that's not coming anytime soon. And that's it for self-driving cars. Thank you for listening.